Can you hear that? You know, it took Rachel before she could conceive. She eventually had Joseph. She went through a lot. It got to a level that Rachel was so ashamed of herself in the midst of people because she could not give birth to a child. Even when the child eventually comes, of course she was happy. You know, let me give you an instance. You know, it's good to have a child at the right time. God knows the right time. But technically, if you have your child at the age of 25, 26, 30, 35, it's better than having your child at the age of 60. You understand? You get my point? If you have a child at the age of 60, people will celebrate. It's a good news. But it could have been better if you had that child earlier. You know. But when Rachel had this child, it's not that Rachel was old, she was not old, but she had been anticipating to have a child. Her sister, Leah, had so many. And Rachel was crying to God. But eventually, God answered her prayer and she had Joseph. Now, remember, Rachel was a wife to Jacob. And so when Jacob got his freedom from Laban, Laban was the dad to Leah. So when Jacob got the freedom he got from Laban was not freedom given to him. He took the freedom by force. And so when he was going, he took his wife, he had two wives, Rachel and Leah. And when they were going, Rachel was pregnant again for another child, second child, and that one was Benjamin. Oh, let somebody open to Genesis 35. Okay, Rachel, Princess, read your own. Louder and clear. Stand up so that everybody can hear.
And they journeyed from Bethel, and when there was no significance against Ephraim, Rachel labored in childbirth, and she had hard labor.
Wait, Rachel labored in what? Childbirth, and
she had a hard labor.
Hard labor. She was groaning. She had so much pain. She was going through a lot, and eventually she had that baby. Read on. And it came to pass
when she was in hard labor,
when she was going through pain. You know, to labor already, ask your mom, when a mother is in labor, it's hard. Now they put ordinary labor to have a child is difficult. Now they put hard. It means that it's terrible. So Rachel had Benjamin in a terrible body structure, in a terrible situation. Read on.
Now it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said to her, "Do not fear, you will have this son also." And so it was, and her soul was departing, which she died. And she called his name
Benoni. You know, when they called the name Benoni, and somebody was there, read on.
But his father
said, "No, don't call that child a Benoni." You know, I want you to, whenever you are going through pain, be careful what you say. Because pain will make you to say something negative. When you are going through trial, when you are going through a terrible situation, you'll be forced, you'll be compelled to say something negative. At that junction, be careful what you say. You know, Jabez in the Bible, in the book of Chronicles, Jabez life wouldn't have been so terrible. Because when the mom was about to give back to Jabez, because the mom was going through something, and she pronounced a curse upon that child, because she was going through pain. And it's normal, parents, when they are giving back, because they were going through pain, anything that comes out of their mouth can be written down. So be careful when you are going to have your first child, whatever the pain, be careful what you say. That is what happened here. When Rachel wanted to give birth to Benjamin, the second child, Joseph was the firstborn, Benjamin was the second one, because he was going through pain. And when the baby came out, you look at the baby and he said, "This baby shall be called Benoni." And the meaning of Benoni is not pleasant. So the father said, "No, don't call my son Benoni. He shall be called Benjamin." Now, look at how this guy came to life. The same thing Joseph. You know, there are some people in the Bible, their childbirth was terrible. The story behind their childbirth was terrible. But that has nothing to do with their future. It doesn't matter where you are coming from. As long as God is with you, you will get to your promised land in Jesus' name. So don't reflect on what has gone. You see, in the Bible, 365 times, fear not was mentioned in the Bible. It is the most common phrase in the Bible. Fear not, fear not, fear not.